my name is Nicole Spiller, and welcome to This Week on Martha's Vineyard. Sadly, the 2021 season has come to a close, but we wanted to look back and show some of our favorite segments from the entire season. Actually, there was a lot to choose from. Unfortunately, we only had a half hour, so the segments you see in this episode are extra special. We start off with an activity that I found to be fascinating, but also a great workout. I visited Island Spirit Kayak in Oak Bluffs, where you'll find more than just kayaks. Let's see what I ended up doing. It was the first night of the season for Island Spirit Kayak. The wind was calm and the glassy water was lit with the bright pink and orange sunset as they brought the new boards down to the water. With the new LED lights attached to the bottom, they placed the clear paddle boards into the water and we slowly climbed on. With the click of a button, the water beneath each of our boards was illuminated with bright blue light, and then we paddled out into the shallow waters and observed the wildlife below. As the night grew darker, we were greeted by schools of fish and the most incredible stars. I'm here at Island Spirit Kayak in Oak Bluffs, Martha's Vineyard, and I'm having the chance to talk with the owner of Island Spirit, Chick. Chick, thanks so much for having us down here tonight.
Thanks for coming. You guys ready to paddle?
I'm so ready. I've never done this before, and I'm very excited. Awesome. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how long you guys have been here and the business in general?
Sure. This is our 22nd year in business. We've always been on Shanty Pond. It's 745 acres of protected wildlife. The average depth here is 4 feet, so when you paddle, there's lots to see below and around.
And the glass bottom paddleboard allows you to really see what's below you.
Yes, so this is the first year we've ever had glass bottom kayaks and paddleboards. And tonight we're putting LED 4-foot LED strip lights on the bottom that change color, and we're gonna go out and see what we can see on the bottom. After about a couple minutes on the water, the fish start following you around, and you can see them right through. 2 nights ago we paddled over a whole colony of horseshoe crabs. So who knows what we're gonna see?
Oh, that's so exciting. Do you guys always do the same route, or do you switch it up?
It's based on the evening. So tonight it's a southwest wind, and we're gonna go into the wind through some canals. There's an osprey nest back where we're going. They just had babies. We're gonna float over a scallop farm, quahog farm, cool. And an oyster farm. So that's
awesome. Really cool. And how did you get into this, like from the very beginning? Where did this like passion for water sports come from?
Actually, I always wanted to be Julie from The Love Boat. Anybody remember Captain Stooping?
I don't. I think I'm aging myself. I don't remember, but I'll trust you.
I figured I'd do it from the vineyard where I'm from. I'm a third generation islander. My kids are fourth generation. So I figured just being able to introduce the beauty of the island and the nature of it to other people through my home was kind of a dream for me. So.
Awesome. Well, I am definitely so excited to go on this tour. So if you're ready, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. That was a really cool adventure, and my arms were hating me afterwards, but it was a lot of fun. After an activity like that, you can build up an appetite. If you're in the mood for seafood, as you should be on Martha's Vineyard, then my suggestion is to bounce over to Edgartown Harbor, where you'll find the crowd favorite seafood Shanty. Let's go inside and see what's cooking. On a sun-drenched day, there is no better place to enjoy lunch or dinner than at the Seafood Shanty on Dock Street in Edgartown. Sit indoors in either the downstairs dining room or upstairs on the expansive open deck. You will take in the same amazing view of the Edgartown Harbor from the lighthouse to the Chappaquiddick Ferry as it makes its way to and from its namesake island. I'm sitting down with Shelly, the manager of the Seafood Shanty restaurant. Shelly, thanks so much for sitting down with me today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
We have some delicious food in front of us here. Why don't we explore what's in front of us and what's on the menu?
Sure. We are a seafood restaurant. These are some of our favorite selections. Our lobster roll is something we're definitely known for, biggest and best on the island. We have our lobster quesadilla, our fish tacos. Calamari is always a nice appetizer to start with. And then one of our go-to items here is a Fisherman's platter. We're also known for our sushi selection. Here's a sample of our rainbow roll and a spicy tuna roll.
Yeah, everything looks so delicious. I can't wait to dive in. Before we do that, I would love to hear just a little background about the restaurant, how long you guys have been here, and how long you've worked here too.
Sure. So this building has been here since 1961. The original was where the yacht club is now, but they've been here since the 80s. We've had the same owners since the 1999. So this is my 14th season on the island and like 6 years with them here.
Wow, that's awesome. Is this a family family-friendly restaurant, would you say?
Definitely family friendly. We've got a nice lower deck and upper deck. It's even dog friendly. We have a really nice patio out front.
And I tried out one of the twists on the classic mules and got the Edgartown Jackass for a drink. What are you drinking today?
I just went simple with one of our classic mojitos, light and refreshing in the summer.
And what was the favorite thing on the menu for you?
That's tough. I definitely love our sushi. We're definitely known for our lobster roll, like I said, and one of my favorites is our fish and chips.
Well, I'm ready to dive in if you are, so let's dig in.
Let's start.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back. Be honest now, your mouth was watering during that segment, right? Don't lie. After a nice dinner, maybe you might be in the mood for some nightlife. The island is always active in season with so many things to do and see. If live music is your thing, then you need to head over to the Loft in Oak Bluffs. When I went to visit, I was lucky enough to sit down with Dalton and the Sheriffs for a great chat. Let's see what they're like. I'm here at the Loft sitting down with Dalton and the Sheriffs. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Scully, do you want to introduce the band?
Sure. My name's Scully. I sing. This is Ryan. Ryan plays guitar. This is Dennis. He plays the bass. That's Jake. He plays the drums, and he has a lion. And that's Jay down there. He plays guitar as well.
So for the Loft specifically, you guys have never played this venue before, but you do have a couple shows here coming up, correct?
Yeah, we're really excited. A lot of our start actually came from playing on Nantucket, and we've been down there for 10, 11 years now. We've never played out in Martha's Vineyard, and this is the first time we've been lucky enough to match up with these guys and come down here and play the Loft, which my understanding is it's brand new lights and sound and just kind of like a completely different club than it used to be, which is pretty sweet.
Can't wait to see it.
I'm excited.
Sure you guys are excited to play.
Sure are.
So speaking of exciting things, you guys have some other things in the works for the summer, correct?
Yeah, we got a couple big things. We got, we're playing this the Leader Bank Pavilion on August 27th, which is pretty wild to be indie band playing that.
Yeah,
tell them about Fenway.
We're also singing the national anthem at Fenway August 14th.
Very cool.
And we're here on August 17th and August 31st. So
Perfect.
running around.
And what would you say is your sound of the band overall?
Twangy rock.
Twangy rock.
Americana, maybe.
Yeah.
Country rock.
Country-ish, country
If you were to
adjacent.
go through everybody else at a show, they'd tell you like we're country, we're rock, we're not country, we're not rock. It's yeah. I mean we're from Massachusetts, and I think I grew up with 90s rock. I think a lot of you guys did too. And then in Massachusetts, country started to take off probably about 6-7 years ago, and a lot of that just felt like the natural extension of some of the stuff that I love, like Counting Crows from the 90s. And I think we've sort of built a sound that's kind of pays, respect to a lot of those different things. But I don't know, we're very lucky to have these guys in the band now, and I think it's kind of its own little thing right now, which is cool.
Definitely, it's very interesting. You guys all have different backgrounds and influences that make up the unique sound of Dalton and the Sheriff. So I think that's one reason that people really love it and gravitate towards that, because they can each interpret the sound however they want based on their own experience.
Yeah.
What is your guys' favorite song to play?
Jay, I'm gonna let you have this one.
I mean, for me, it's You Ain't Her, because, however many people are there, that's how many people go absolutely bananas when we play it.
Yep.
So, whether it's 100 people or,
So it's a cool story. The band's been around for a long time. We've had a number of really talented musicians make up the band, but just prior to the pandemic, this lineup came together, and I just, no disrespect to anybody else who's played before, because we've always been lucky to have talented guys, but I think that these guys understand what we're trying to do. We're only a band because so many people come to the shows. We don't have a label, we don't have anybody, we just have all these kids that if we have a show, they all show up. And this is the first time I've had a band that's been as excited to be there as the people in the crowd, which is a really cool thing. And we've been very lucky. It's nice to have people behind what we're doing, and also to have a band that wants to be there as much as they do, which is really cool.
Well, clearly you guys have had a lot of success and are a talented group of guys who I have actually seen perform before, and I definitely enjoyed myself, so I will continue to come to the shows and support.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, guys.
I appreciate it.
Seeing that segment again got my foot tapping one more time. So, when you go on a vacation, it's always fun to try something new. I did just that when I decided to visit a party and fishing rental boat called the Skipper. The crew quickly tried to show me how to fish, and the rest of the story you'll see right now. Restaurant, and I'm sitting down here with Gareth, who we actually went fishing on the Skipper today. Gareth, thanks so much for sitting down with me. I'd love to hear about the Skipper's history.
So the Skipper has a long storied history. It's Skipper's been on the island here for 30 years, so we have taken countless people fishing and taken a lot of cool people to catch a lot of fish, and we appreciate you coming out today.
I honestly had so much fun. I caught 6 fish in like 45 minutes. I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. We take people to catch fish.
Yeah, I mean, you're either a really great teacher or I need to change my career. So tell us a little bit about your background as a fisherman.
Well, I stepped into it. It was just pure luck. I met John briefly 20 years ago, and one day I was walking down the dock with a beer and a hot dog, and he didn't have a mate on the boat, and he asked me to work, and I jumped on with him, and 20 years later we're still best of friends and still fishing, and I've enjoyed a good career out of it.
Awesome, and you've gone fishing in some of the world's fishing capitals like Key West even, correct?
I ran boats in Key West for a long time. I ran a sport fishing boat here on Martha's Vineyard for 14 years. So I've been on and off with John for 20 years, but that was basically my beginning. That's where I got started and developed the love and passion for fishing that I have today.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to go on my next fishing charter. I've developed a new love for fishing as well.
Good, and it's a good hobby and a good addiction, a good healthy addiction.
Thanks so much for taking me out, Gareth.
Thank you for coming.
I'll bet you all thought I wasn't going to catch anything. If you've never tried it, you really need to next time you're on the island. The best part is, many of the chefs on the island will cook your catch for you later on. Speaking of great chefs, the following interview is with one of the nicest chefs on the island. He tries to make everyone feel like they're at home in both of his establishments, the Edgartown Diner and the New Flavors Restaurant on Circuit Ave in Oak Bluffs. Let's meet Ralston Francis. You may know of Chef Ralston from the very popular Edgartown Diner. This year, he decided to expand and opened Flavors Restaurant and Lounge, located in the heart of all the action on Circuit Avenue in Oak Bluffs. Ralston, breakfast was so good, I had to come back for lunch to check out your menu. Could you just explain to me a little bit about what's on the table here in front of us?
All right, sure. All right, so we're happy you're back. All right, so that means breakfast was good.
It was delicious.
All right. So here we have some stuff from the lunch and the dinner menu. So I mean, you come to New England, you have to have seafood.
Oh yeah.
You can't come to New England and don't have a lobster roll, right? So we do both the cold one. So you have the cold one right here.
Looks so good.
Yeah, thanks. And then we do it with like mayo and celery. And then we have the warm one. So we do it with warm butter and like a hint of garlic. And then we have a veggie burger. So do the veggie burger.
This one right here with the caramelized onions.
Caramelized onion and mushroom. And then we add a little cheese to it. Then we can serve it like a salad or french fries. And then here we have the grilled scallop. So what we do, we sear the scallop, just season it with salt and pepper, and then we make like a summer succotash. So it's all vegetables we put together, and then we do a carrot puree.
Looks so tasty. And then we gotta address the elephant in the room right in front of us, this snapper presentation.
Snapper. All right, so snapper. So originally I'm from Jamaica. So in the Caribbean, everyone loves snapper. So we're in New England, so I'm like, why not bring snapper up here and give it like a twist? Because up here, everyone loves shrimp and scallop. So I did a deep fried snapper where I stuffed it with my shrimp and scallop stuffing, and then I put some sauteed shrimp on top, and then I do it with a pineapple puree sauce.
It's truly such a cool presentation.
Yeah, cool, thanks, yeah.
I definitely would be a little scared to try it, but I'm going to do it because I trust you.
Oh, no, you love it. Trust me, you love it, yeah.
I trust you. So let's talk a little bit about what else you have to offer here. You also have a lounge outside of just the amazing food.
Yeah, so we have a lounge where people can come and hang out, and then we do like late night where we turn into like a club scene after, where we have like different DJs, we have live music, and then we can't forget the bar, right?
Yeah,
so we have
can't forget the bar.
Yeah, we have all the high-end liquors. So right here in front of you, you have like a mudslide. We have the best mudslide on the island.
Yep, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, and then we have the blue Mai Tai. You never go wrong.
What's the difference between a regular Mai Tai and your blue Mai Tai?
Just the blue curacao. Just make it blue.
Gotcha. And is there anything special in this mudslide that makes it the best on the island, or is that a secret ingredient?
Secret, and we'll make it with love.
Love is always a secret ingredient.
Yep.
Do you have anything planned for the summer already when it comes to the lounge and live music?
Yeah, we do. And we have like a bunch of events in August where the Comedy Fest is going to be here. And they're sponsored by HBO. So a lot of comedians from like Chicago all over is coming over.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to enjoying this food and these drinks. So if you're ready to dig in, I know I am. This lobster roll is calling my name.
All right, I'm ready.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Doesn't he have the best smile? A truly lovable guy that really knows how to cook. There's lots of places to stay on the island, but if you want to lodge at a place with outstanding amenities, a great view, centrally located, and has free parking, then you want to book your stay at the Mansion House in Vineyard Haven. Let's go inside and take a look around. At the Mansion House Inn, Health Club and Spa, staying fit plus feeling great while on your island vacation is easy. While the Vineyard offers a plethora of outdoor activities, sometimes the weather just doesn't cooperate. As any dedicated gym rat knows, it can be difficult to get in a good workout while taking in the island's spectacular scenery or with kids in tow. That's why the Mansion House is so special. I'm at the Mansion House Hotel here in Vineyard Haven, and I'm sitting down with Josh, the hotel manager.
Hello.
Josh, thanks for sitting down with me today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I would love to hear about the history of this beautiful hotel.
So there's actually been a hotel on this site since the 1790s.
Wow.
The current building burnt to the ground in December of 2001, and we rebuilt. My family has owned it for about 35 years now. So we're a second generation family business here in Vineyard Haven.
That's awesome. I'm sure that there's a lot of family businesses on the island, and that added history brings a lot of people in as well.
It does. And you know, we're the anchor of the town. We're the biggest building right on the main street. You know, you can't miss us.
That's incredible. So when you rebuilt the hotel, did you do anything differently? Was there any other features added?
We did. We actually added a beautiful roof deck that is available for all of our guests, and we expanded our health club, which is available for our guests and for Vineyard visitors to come in and get memberships. We have a full pool. We offer classes in there, everything from Zumba to spin. And it's a beautiful facility right here on Main Street.
Awesome, I'll have to check that out.
Excellent.
I also hear that you guys have the best view of the vineyard from that roof deck upstairs, is that correct?
Our 4th floor cupola deck actually has a 280-degree view. You can see the boats coming through Vineyard Haven Harbor. You can see people clamming in the lagoon. It's really beautiful up there.
All right, awesome. Well, let's go check that out if you don't mind.
Excellent.
Perfect, thanks Josh.
Thank you.
You really can't beat that view. Each year, the island hosts several exciting events like the Beach Road Weekend Concert Festival and more. One of the longest running is the Martha's Vineyard Comedy Festival. I sat down with Steve Capers, the founder, and he gave me the backstory on how the event started and where it's going. I'm here with Steve, the managing partner of the Martha's Vineyard Comedy Fest. Steve, thanks so much for sitting down with me today.
Well, thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
Of course. So I'd love to just ask you, what is the Martha's Vineyard Comedy Fest all about? How did you get it started?
Well, basically, this is our 10-year anniversary, so we started not too long ago, but this is a huge accomplishment for us. So I've always been in the comedy game. I used to work for Comedy Central back in the day. I also worked for BET when D.L. Hughley was the host of Comic View. So one day I left Comedy Central and decided to start my own business, Knock Knock Comedy Productions. And from there I was doing a variety of comedy shows throughout the country. And it was while we were vacationing here, my wife told me I should do a comedy festival. So really, she's the originator of it, but I just kind of followed through with it. So I just needed that little gut punch from her to make it happen.
She was like the battery pack and you get it going. So you had the idea and then she made you follow through with it.
Exactly, basically she did. So that's the kind of person she is.
Yeah, so how did you pick where you were going to host the comedy show? How did it come to be Flavors?
Well, this is our first time at Flavors. We've been bouncing around the island a couple of places. We started at the Catherine Cornell Theater in Vineyard Haven. Then we were also at the Lamppost, which is no longer on Circuit Avenue. Then we were at the Strand Theater. And then Flavors opened their doors for us. They said, hey, we can accommodate you guys. We have food, so we're doing dinners as well. And this is a great space, great location.
That's incredible. It is such a great location right here on the street with so much going on. Circuit Ave, can't be better.
Yeah, this is the place. This is where all the energy is. So
definitely.
We found ourselves a new home.
Yes. So then you also are hosting an after party after the Comedy Fest as well. What is that all about?
So of course music is complements comedy, so we got to have an after party. So what we did, we're going to move all the chairs and we're going to have everybody around dancing, having fun, drinking, and also for people who can't attend the show or the after party, we're going to be available online, so they can go to our Instagram account or they go to our Twitch account and follow along.
Perfect. Sounds like so much fun.
It is.
Where did you get the talent for the show? How did you come upon picking that?
Well, like I said, I used to work in the industry, so I just, not used to, but I was working with Comedy Central and also BET. And so I worked with these guys while I was in corporate America. So I just maintained the relationships with these guys, and so basically these guys are just a phone call away from me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I am definitely going to be attending. I love a good comedy show, so I can't wait to get some laughs in here at Flavors.
All right, come get your laugh. We got it for you.
Thank you.
All right.
So many laughs and so much fun. Definitely check out next year's lineup in 2022. Look out, guys, I'm feeling hungry again, and of course I'm in the mood for seafood. This time I think I'll head to Oak Bluffs Harbor, where I can watch the sun go down over the water and get a scrumptious meal at Fishbones. Let's go eat. Not much beats the smells of Martha's Vineyard. The aroma of fresh simmering seafood combined with the fragrant salt air coming off the water with a nice breeze has no equal. In Oak Bluffs, one of the best places to enjoy both is at Fishbones Bar and Grill at the Dockside Marina. Open for lunch, dinner, late night snacks, and drinks, every item on the menu just tastes like summer. I'm here with Zorana, one of the main servers here at Fishbones. Zorana, thanks for sitting down with me tonight.
Sure, yeah, thanks you guys.
This food in front of us looks incredible. Why don't we go through and see what we have in front of us tonight?
Sure, yeah, of course. So, like, first thing that you guys can see in front of yourselves are the mussels that can come in like coconut curry sauce or sauteed in white wine. The other thing that you guys can see here is a Caribbean Cobb salad. Our salads are like really good size, as you guys can see. Like, that's just one of the couple that we can offer you. It's like a really nice and colorful thing that you guys can get, and it's like really tasty.
Very aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to take good care about it. Then like here in the center you guys can see our chef special. It's like catch of the day. It's gonna be a red snapper with choice of 2 sides. As you see, you can get like, you know, whole fish, and it's like really tasty, coming in a citrus dill butter sauce. Then for one of the first dishes that you guys can see, it's like our Tuna Tartare tower. Really delicious dish. Like, meat is gonna be tossed in a soy sauce. Also behind it you can see like conch fritters that are made from like our house-made thing, like made from conch meat, fresh conch meat, like some vegetables and like bread stuffing. So those are gonna be like one of like 2 of my go-to things on the menu.
I was gonna say, these look so tasty. So these 2 are your favorites?
Those 2, and then also seared tuna appetizer. Like, I mean, because I'm obviously a tuna person, I love tuna.
No, I'm a sucker for tuna too, so I totally feel you.
Yeah, so those 2, and then what I always recommend whenever somebody's asking me, like lobster rolls, tacosis, because our tacosis are also like really good size. as all of our portions, as you guys can see. So yeah, I mean, our menu is like, our chef is doing good on those like house-made things and like sizing portions. So
You're clearly very knowledgeable on the menu. How long have you been working at Fishbones?
So I started working for Mike 2015, like it's been 7 years, and yeah, I mean, I have been working like pretty much all of his establishments, because besides this one, he owns 3 more restaurants, like Net Result, Lookout, Ocean View, and the only one that I haven't been working was Net Result, and that's like, you know, pretty much new in our like Centaur hospitality group. So yeah, I mean, it's been interesting.
Awesome. Well, this food looks delicious. I don't know about you, but I am so hungry, so let's dig in.
Yeah, go for it.
Are you full yet? I certainly am. Expect to gain a little weight when you visit the island. If you want to shed a few of those pounds, you should consider renting a bike. Not only is riding great exercise, but you can also see more of the island at a slower pace. Join me as I visit MV E-Bikes in Oak Bluffs and talk with owner Jordan Wallace. When you first meet Jordan Wallace, the owner of MV E-Bikes and Pedego electric bike shops, 2 things are immediately obvious. He has a deep knowledge of his industry and he is very passionate about it. The 2 go hand in hand, but in a relatively new and evolving technology, it is a vital part of why people visit. I'm here with Jordan, the owner of Vineyard Bike Rental. Jordan, thanks for joining me today.
Of course, Nicole, I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. So, do you want to just tell us a little bit about the business and the locations that you guys have here on the Vineyard?
Absolutely. So we're here right now at MV E-Bike on 15 Circuit Avenue Extension. We also have 9 Oak Bluffs Ave. That's Pedego Martha's Vineyard, where we do rentals and sales of pedal and electric bikes. We also just acquired Martha's Bike Rental in Vineyard Haven, so now you can bring your bikes in at Oak Bluffs or Vineyard Haven. So we have all the ferries covered. We're excited about it.
Awesome. Congratulations on the expansion. So I see lots of families here today. Do you guys offer any certain packages for families or discounts for a number of people?
We do, yeah. So if people are combining pedal or electric bikes, we're also affiliated with Budget Martha's Vineyard. So you can actually get a beach Jeep, a couple of fat tire beach bikes, and have yourself a day on Norton.
That sounds absolutely incredible. I'm definitely going to have to try that out myself one time while I'm here on the Vineyard.
Absolutely. So next time you come, we definitely have to get you on a couple of the fat tires and maybe even one of the Falcons. We have these Pedego electric bikes. They're from California. The Falcons are brand new, gorgeous bikes. They retail for about $6,000 a piece and they rent for about $99 a day. You can take them about 70 miles around the island, all the way to South Beach, up to Aquina. And we're really pleased to announce that we just acquired Ducati electric bikes. They're brand new on the market. Obviously, Ducati is the Italian motorcycle company. They're perfect in everything they do. And now that they're making electric bikes, we had to have them.
Definitely not a bad price for a $6,000 bike to rent it for the day, so sounds like a great deal.
Yeah, especially when you can combine it with a couple of Jeeps, a Mercedes, or any of our convertible options at Budget.
Definitely. Do you offer any guided tours as well, or do they just kind of take the bikes and do their thing?
I'm so glad you asked. We added tours this year just to make sure that we have all of our bases covered. We're doing a brewery tour, we're doing a Jaws beach tour, and we have a lighthouse tour that's getting booked out every day. We're so excited for all 3.
That sounds like so much fun. Well, let's take one of the bikes out for a spin and check out the island.
Nicole, let's take all 3 of them out for a spin.
All of us at This Week on Martha's Vineyard have enjoyed bringing you these segments for the 2021 season. We hope you all have a great holiday season and will join us again on the island in 2022. Tune in again next year for more thrilling adventures, delicious food, and great shopping on This Week on Martha's Vineyard.